Snowflakes drifted past the tall windows of the chalet, settling over the pines in a soft, glowing hush. Inside, the scent of warm chestnuts blended with cinnamon and evergreen, wrapping the room in nostalgia. Guests laughed over sparkling glasses, the fire crackling cheerfully in the hearth. And I stood at the edge of my own living room, sensing the tension moments before it erupted. There they were, Elena, the woman who used to call herself my partner, and Marcus, the man she'd traded up to, lounging smugly near the fireplace as if they owned the place. She flashed me that icy, rehearsed smirk. "Surprise," she said under her breath, venom hidden beneath the sweetness. Then, loud enough for everyone to hear, "The cabin belongs to him now. I sold it for $1. I didn't react. Only let a faint smile tug at my lips. "What's funny?" she snapped, her voice quivering in a way she probably hoped no one would notice. I slipped my hands into my pockets. "It's amusing," I said softly, "because the cabin you sold hasn't belonged to me for weeks." Her expression cracked. "Good. Let the truth sink in." Memories surged, some warm, some cutting. 2 winters back, she kissed me beneath the mistletoe in this very room, whispering forever in my ear. She once praised my drive, my persistence, my heart, or so she claimed. I spent months restoring this old chalet, repairing splintered wood and thawing out frozen rooms, working extra shifts while she drifted from party to party. I gave her anything she pointed at, trusting her blindly. Love doesn't just make fools, it makes volunteers. And I had volunteered for her illusions. The fractures showed gradually, late-night giggles from messages she tried to hide, a foreign perfume on her scarf, the way she guarded her phone like a lifeline. And then came a voicemail never meant for me. "Don't worry. I'll get it into your name soon. No one will suspect a thing." That night, I didn't break. Something colder settled in. I stopped asking questions. I watched. I took notes. I hired a private investigator. I gathered every secret meeting, every forged document, every shady transfer. Night after night, I sat across from her as she texted under the table, believing I was clueless, still hooked on the fantasy. But while she schemed to steal what I'd built, I had already secured everything. Weeks before this snowy holiday, I transferred the cabin into a blind trust overseen by my aunt. The paperwork was flawless. Untouchable. She even paid fees for a property she had no legal claim to. So now, as she tried to put on a show of triumph in front of a room full of onlookers, I simply let her simmer in the realization. I lowered my voice, letting the accusation hit with deliberate weight. "You committed fraud." For a moment she just stared, confusion flickering into fear, then collapsing into denial. "What are you even saying?" she managed. "You forged my signature," I replied, leaning in, savoring the unraveling. "On property you had no right to touch. What you thought you purchased. It belongs to my aunt. Not me." Marcus went rigid, his face chalk white. "So, what does that mean?" "It means," I said slowly, "you just admitted to a felony in front of everyone here and every camera in this house." She scrambled toward the sparkling envelope under the tree, tearing it open with shaking hands. The documents inside, the trust papers, the deed, the airtight legal trail, hit her like a punch to the chest. Her confidence drained away, replaced by dawning horror. Her secret wasn't secret anymore. "And there's more," I continued, my voice steady and cold. "You emptied my business account, paid for your trips, and your boyfriend's toys." The investigator traced every cent. "The police report is ready to go." Her mouth fell open. "How did you even?" I handed her another small, silver-wrapped box. Inside were the divorce papers and the prenuptial agreement voiding any claim she thought she had because of her infidelity. Her hands trembled as she read. Tears finally came, but far too late. "I loved you," she whispered, breaking apart. "No," I said quietly. "You loved having control." Silence spread through the room. She sank into the couch, her expensive dress pooling around her like a toppled queen. Guests shifted uneasily, whispering in the warm glow of the fire. I glanced around the cabin I'd rebuilt, this place filled with memories she'd tried to twist. Then I walked outside into the sharp winter air. Snow spiraled around me, cold, clean, honest. Freedom isn't messy, its clarity.